Hello, welcome. We'd like to welcome you to the Harold Washington American Legion Post 1987 hotline. This is the hotline, and we'd like to welcome you to our third season. And my opening is with my co-worker and my co-host, which is AT, and we talking about Ed. We talking about Anthony Travis himself.
Hotline. Hey, folks out there in television land, we're back. The Harold Washington Post 1987 show is back. And as we like to tell you guys out there and you ladies, this is your show. It's not our show, it's your show. And we want to bring some news to the community because we want you to have your ears percolating. Because we got some hot news for you veterans out there. In case you haven't heard, 45 did fire the Secretary of the VA. Now, he had nominated his doctor to take over the VA. Now, he may be a hell of a doctor from what I hear, but he has no administrative skills. None.
Not any.
And that's a shame. And I think, sir, that's a pitfall for failure.
Well, not only that, our president never ran for office.
Right.
So, look at what we put up in there.
Oh, my God.
But the main thing we're worried about is what we do. And what we do is the best thing that we have to do, and that's representing the veterans and the American Legion and the city of Chicago and its community.
Yes.
Because, see, that's the main thing that we fight for. Constantly, we fight for veterans' health, veterans' benefits, the community as well and stuff like that, and put in messages that, what veterans need to hear. If we could find out something they don't know, we'll put it on the air. And we bring in representatives from all over to let you know about what's going on with the veterans. Because, see, the veterans need to know constantly what's going on around them. Not assume or assumptions or something, but the actual facts. And that's what we're here for. And like I said, and I'm glad to have you back as my
Likewise.
Co-host.
My commander.
Because, see, Carla come in.
Yes, sir. First, let me say that I just turned 70 March 2nd, and I'm a happy veteran right now because that Shulkin guy is out. They talk about the new guy, but he can't do a work job. All he can do is improve the VA. And I'll tell you why. Because Shulkin was there a few years, and everything got worse. Guys were still dying to see doctors. People, veterans, the best people in the world were 3, 4, 5 foot away. This guy, Jackson, was okay when he was President Obama's man, but now he's President Trump's man, and the Democrats don't like him. If it was God himself, they wouldn't like him. But I'm so happy that Trump's out. Give this guy a couple of years, and believe me, I know he's a veteran, and he thinks like veterans. Shulkin was this man. He didn't know nothing about blood or your fellow brother in service. He knew nothing about that. Well, this new guy knows about companionship and the love of each other, the love that we serve, the love that we gave, the blood and guts and glory. We don't need nothing except a new guy. And thank God Shulkin is out, and I'm happy Vietnam veteran right now.
So am I, sir. Thank you for serving.
All righty.
And see, that's another thing that we fight for in politics and stuff like that, because, see, we want people in those offices that's been there. Just as you said, Carla, don't come give me somebody that don't know anything about the services itself. If you want Army, Navy, Marine, Air Force, Coast Guard, how can you work for me? I need somebody that's been there with me. Those that said, I do, and I did. But see, like I said, veterans need veterans. So that's how we get our communication going. And that's another thing. We need communication. Communication is the key Communication is the answer. For what we need everyone to stand up and be counted for. They said that a while back, but it's serious now. If you're a veteran, you need, like we said, we never leave another veteran behind. We don't. But see, as veterans, we all, ALL, need each other. Okay?
You know, Commander, you're so right. And that's why it's so important that you folks out there in television land get in contact with Senator Duckworth, Senator Durbin, all of the Congress people of our state, and let them know our veterans need dental care. We need dental care. We need dental care. Because what folks fail to realize, what happened in your mouth can mess up your whole body.
Oh, yes.
And you need to understand that. How can we put our lives on a lifeline for America, our country, and then come home as a veteran and we cannot get dental care? That makes no sense. There's another issue facing the VA with our veterans that happened under the Reagan administration. Excuse me, called mean testing. What do mean testing do? That means that the VA can charge you $50 copay, money for your medicine, money for a doctor visit.
Money for specialists, anything that has to do with the hospital. If you have to come in for emergency, and you're a veteran though, but you have to pay.
Right.
If you have to have certain operations, you're a veteran, you have to pay.
And that's wrong.
If I need medicine, I'm a veteran, I have to pay.
That's wrong.
But now I done served my country.
Yes.
So why should I have to pay?
Yes. And yet these folks in Congress sit there in the well and tell us veterans how much they love us. And look what they do to us. So folks out there in television land, get on that phone. Call them folks and tell them, give the veterans free dental care. Give the veterans free health care. Because they earned it. They earned it. Not free, earned health care. We earned it.
And if any veterans out there, and you don't have to be a veteran, your family members could be a veteran, your friends, cousin, whatever, you know, this station is for everybody. Because see, the idea, if a veteran may not know, but see, you know, then you can tell a friend, well, hey, I heard such and such. Did you know about this? No, well then, you know, well then let me tell you. See, this is part of communication. This is the main thing that we need. This is the main thing that's going to help us survive. Communication with our brothers and sisters. We got to look out for each other. We got to help each other. And see, another thing about veterans organizations, that we all stick together and stuff. And that's what we're supposed to do. Because see, the idea, without each other, it, you know, be honest with you, it wouldn't be right. And just like now, we for the 5th annual homeless veterans, they're having a stand down. A stand down is where if you need some clothes, you could come get some clothes. They will feed you while you're there and stuff like that. They want to make sure you have the proper stuff for your health and everything. If you need, I'm not saying dental, but if you need any type of information about getting benefits and stuff, come there. If you need your upgrade on your departure, you can come there. They have special people for that. You know, but see that idea, you'll never find out until you get there. And just for the women, you know, we have different things for you all also. A stand down is not just for men, it's for women also. Because we know you all been struggling as well as we are, but you all, as women, I have to say it, and this is the truth, you all been struggling longer. Because see, the idea is not a lot of things that was out there for you all. Now it is. Now it is. So, you know, it's just a thing that we need to pass on. And before we go any further, you know, I'd like to bring in member by Harold Washington, American Legion Post, 1987, the auxiliary president. auxiliary is for women who have men, husbands that's a veteran, and they want to help. They want to find out what can they do. It's a lot of things they could do. And here is Miss Arena Jackson. Tell us, excuse me, you want to get a you?
Come on.
Come on.
Welcome to the show, sister.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then let's talk a bit about the Women Auxiliary.
Okay, well, my name is Irena Jackson Taylor. I am the president of the Harold Washington Unit 1987 Auxiliary, which is the first auxiliary for the Harold Washington Post. I got involved through my husband, Jack Taylor.
Hey, Jack!
I wanted him to have the support of the American Legion comrades, and also I was drafted into the position of being the president, which I am glad that Commander Thomas took a chance on me.
Okay.
I am very excited. It has been a very exciting first year for the auxiliary. A lot has happened, and we are looking forward to another prosperous year. We're doing things in the community, and mainly with the veterans and with our seniors and our youth.
Talk a little bit about the things that you have done and what you're going to do down the road.
Well, for our first year, we actually got started with a pre-Valentine's Day set.
Okay.
That was very successful.
Okay.
Actually, with our coming year, we are working on a project with a community organization, and we're going to be starting a healing garden for our veterans who have PTSD, and also that's to combat the opioid addiction that a lot of our vets have because of post-traumatic stress disorder.
And when you talk about a green thumb, where are you going to do these planning at?
Well, I can't
Okay.
divulge that yet.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll be
You working on it?
another show. Yes,
Okay.
us and the community organization is actually working on securing a garden
Okay.
farm where this could take place. And also what we're going to do is we're going to provide food to sell at farmers markets, at senior buildings in the community, and also family buildings in the community.
I mean, because most of our communities are considered a desert.
Yeah, we're the food desert.
Okay.
And a lot of times when that happens, you have a disconnect between people in the community, especially with our seniors and our young people.
Mm-hmm.
And what we as an auxiliary want to do, we want to bridge that gap.
Okay.
We want to actually have the young people to come in and work the markets and interact with our seniors.
Okay.
And I don't think a lot of people really understand how important the auxiliary is, because one of the things as being an auxiliary, anyone who wants to volunteer at any veterans hospital,
Mm-hmm.
they have to come through us. They just can't go to the veterans hospital and say, okay, out here I want to serve. So that's one of the things that we can actually do for the community,
Oh,
because
wow.
we can actually provide that service that's needed.
And that gives young people something
And it gives
to do.
exactly, like a lot of our young people who need those community service hours,
Yes.
they can do that
Wow.
through the auxiliary.
Well, did you folks hear that?
And
Did
also,
you hear that?
also,
That's very important.
yeah.
Because young people who get in trouble with the law have to do community service. And the Harold Washington Post Auxiliary is allowing you that opportunity. Now, how do they get in contact with you?
Well, my phone number is 312-388-7069. My name. You can also get in contact with the commander
Through the Harold Washington.
through the Harold Washington
There you
Post.
go.
Also, what I had wanted to talk about was also the way that the Harold Washington Post and the American Legion always look out for the veterans.
Yes.
And that is a very important thing. That was one of the main reasons that I got involved, because I didn't serve, my husband did. So this was my way of
Giving back.
to the community.
Right. And we need you sisters out there who are married to vets to get involved. And if you want a good leader, check this sister out.
Thank
Just
you.
like we got a good leader in our commander, hey, this sister is bad.
Another thing
In
I
the
wanted
good
to
sense of the word, bad.
to bring up was that we are also over Girls State and Boys State, which covers the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts. There are a lot of scholarship opportunities for young people, and this is what I want us to be known for, is for us to bring in the young people. There are so many things and so many benefits for young people, especially if you're at a sophomore or junior year in high school. You might not know what college you want to go to. They actually offer, you know, for you to go to college campuses, you know, and it's all paid for in the Studio American Legion.
Wow.
They can actually help you with that choice.
So basically, what you're saying to the young people in television land, there's no excuse not to go to college if you have the skills to go.
And if you have a relative that has
Been
served in the military.
Absolutely.
And another thing, you don't have to be a person whose family has served in the military. You can actually just be a student,
Yes.
and you can also apply for these scholarships. So it's not just for relatives of veterans; it's for young people, because
And when
that's
should
what.
they apply for these scholarships? Is it
But
in
you
the
can,
junior year?
what happens is, I can get the information from our president, and I can give it to the commander. So on your next show,
Yeah.
you know, we can have that.
Okay, great.
And then they'll have the contact person who they can, you know, get in contact with, and that's for the scholarships and also for the campus visits. And if anyone is interested in volunteering at any VA, Jesse Brown or any other VA, get in contact with your American Legion Auxiliary, and they have the paperwork, and you can do that, and that'd be your way of giving back.
And you know, we want to let you folks out there, television land, know this is our first Monday back for the next 5 Mondays of April, the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. We'll be right here on Hotline. So you can call in, you can get in contact with our commander, and if you got some good ideas, get in contact with our commander. If you know some good organizations that is helping veterans, bring that to our attention. You know, sister, I think part of the problem with our young people is they have not only a lack of discipline, a lack of direction, but they have a lack of leadership from us adults.
Yes, sir.
And that's where we have failed our young people.
Yes.
Okay? So it is so refreshing to have someone of your magnitude and your professionalism wanting to help our young people. We need that, and we commend you for that.
And I thank you.
Okay.
I thank you, and that's one of the things that I think hurts our community a lot, because we have a lot of young men and women who grow up without fathers.
Yes.
And I think that's where the American Legion can actually step in, where the folks can
Yes.
step in,
Absolutely.
and they can take that place, because they are
Yeah, mentorship.
because there are a lot of young girls, you know, who need
They need
fathers.
mentors, and they need
they not only do they need, you know, female mentors, they need male mentors also.
Yes.
You know, and we all know what's going on with our young black men, and that's one of the things that the American Legion can really help with, you know, in the community. And I whenever I talk about the American Legion, I always make it, you know, known that you don't have to have served.
Right.
If you have any kind of talent that you want to bring in,
You can volunteer.
Yeah, you can volunteer and to bring that talent in.
Yes.
You know.
You know, we want to do a shout out to Journey for Justice, because they're going to have a conference May 18, 2018. Now, education is a key component to being a veteran, because a lot of veterans went into the military to get the GI Bill, and we support education. And we want folks to know that what happened was, under our previous president, who messed up the VA and the benefits of the VA, need to be amended by Congress. We need to get 100% of the benefits back to the veterans. We have a caller. You on the air? Go ahead.
Yes, I called earlier, but you know what gets my goat is that the mayor of this city as a sanctuary city, as a sanctuary city here, a safe zone. Where us veterans and the rest of the U.S. citizens here don't have a safe zone, north, south, southwest, in any part of the city. But what really gets my goal is this. They get all the benefits that should be going to the citizens here and our veterans first.
Caller, you are so right. I mean, you're on point.
Yeah, but you know, I'm Mexican-American also. Well, why should a guy, MS-13, murderer, get all that stuff before we get it? The veterans and the people of the United States. Something's very wrong when they can get all of that and you see all the homeless veterans.
You're so right. I mean, let me say this to you, our caller. I was on 95th and Stony Island. And in the middle of the street was a veteran begging for money. He lost his house. He lost his family. And it makes no sense that veterans have to be in the street begging for money.
You know what? Let me just say this real quick. They get welfare. They get food stamps. They get Section 8. They get free education. All that's free for the veterans first. Then I just get mad at this so-called mayor of ours. He gives all of that money, and now guess what? It's going to be less money because they're cutting it off. This is a sanctuary city here, so that's even less money for us veterans who deserved it, who earned it, who died. And, I'm just so disgusted with this city government.
But veteran, let me tell you this: it's okay to get upset, but get yourself organized. Get yourself involved with other people who feel like you, so that madness don't go unabated.
I'm gonna tell you something, caller. You know, and this is true. We're always the first one for defense.
Yes.
But the last one in line. And as you saying, you want to know why. We want to know why. When we put our lives on the line, do what we talk about, come back, now what do we have? See, and that's a shame. We got to prove ourselves again. How much is being a tired would be tired? See, this is what we're fighting for. You know, we already fought for our country. But yet we still got to come back home.
Fight for benefits.
Fight for benefits. And see, that's why we hollering about so much about getting veterans representation and Congress, the Senate and stuff like that. Because see, we're tired of people using us.
Yes.
Telling us, well, they're going to do this for us, they're going to do that for us. And then turn around when they get in office, they take away from us.
Sequester was the worst thing that happened to the American budget, the federal budget, because they had to cut the budget 10% across the board, and it hurt veterans when they did that.
And I want to bring this back up, you know, May 19th, that's on a Saturday, at 2501 West Taylor Street, there will be a stand down.
And that's free.
So and that's free.
To our technician out there, we want to thank you. Our lady auxiliary director, we want to thank you.
And we want to thank you, callers, because if it wasn't for you all, we wouldn't be here. And we want to say, continue supporting us. Call. We're here every Monday from 6:30 to 7. 312-738-1060.
We'll be here from to this day until the end of June.
June 25th.
Yes. That's a long time. So you guys out there in television land can tune us in. Until next time.
Take care, and we love you.